Hello guys and welcome to another vlog, and today the car we are having is the Volvo XC40. But don't get distracted with that mammoth of a SUV standing behind it, the Volvo XC90. But if you want a detailed video of the Volvo XC90, you can just go into my channel, and I have done a detailed video of the Volvo XC90 before, as well as a detailed video of Volvo XC60 is available on my channel. But before getting any further, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and share with all of the friends. So if we check on the front, like, it gets the traditional Thor hammer LED lamps at the front, and these are all LED units. And over here it also says Volvo, and just look at the lights, how sleek and how wonderful they look. And here's the lamp washer, and it gets a gloss black grille because it's a art design frame. And here's a Volvo, humongous Volvo logo, and here it says XC40 and some of the front parking sensors. It doesn't get a 360-degree parking camera, which is available in its bigger siblings. And this is the fog lamp, which gets a matte black surround on it. And here's the bumper of the car with the gloss black treatment again on it to give it a sportier feel. And let me show you the car from front. So this is how the car looks from the front. And because of the art design trim, it gets a black and white color scheme, a dual tone color scheme. And if you look at the wheels, these also look very wonderful and phenomenal indeed. And the size of the front tire is 235 55 18-inch rims, and but the size of the rear tire is 255 35 18-inch, sorry, 255 55 18-inch rims. And the rear tires are on the broader side to give it more grip around the corners. And these are the outside rear view mirror, which gets a sportier design to it, and again are finished in gloss black. And here's the indicator on it. And overall the car is not that big in size, but the features list of this car is just a humongous. Yeah, the feature of list of this car is just obnoxiously long. And here's the outside rear view mirror, and it gets a convex mirror as well to save it from blind spots. And these are the door handles. All the 4 door handle gets keyless go. And you can see over here, to give it a more SUV look, it gets a black body cladding all around. And if we come to back over here, here's the fuel lid of the car, which again gets a quite nice design. And here is like how you fill the fuel in the car. Let's close it. Here it closes. And we see from the back, the car looks very nice and very mind-bogglingly phenomenal. And get this Volvo's trademark L-shaped tail lamps, along with indicator and reverse lamp on it, which all are LED only. And here's the humongous Volvo logo, and here's the rear wiper along with the matte black, gloss black finish spoiler on it, as well as a high mount stop lamp. And it also gets a sharp fin antenna over there. And if you see the car from back, it looks quite nice. And here says Volvo XC40 and the T4. And again the bumper down is finished in matte black with some gloss black diffuser sort of treatment over here. And it gets twin exhaust over here. The exhausts are quite real, but the tips are quite fake. And here are the rear reflectors with the rear fog lamps on them. So let's open the boot. Firstly, over here is the reverse parking camera, and this is how the boot opens. It gets electronic tailgate. So the boot is of decent size, and all over finished some velvet treatment. And over here is a light, same as the case over here, along with the 12-volt charging socket over here to mount your refrigerators. And here's a first aid kit. And let me show you some party trick of the boot, that if you want to hook up some carry bags or some luggage, you can do like this, and this becomes so you can mount your luggage over there. So, and down over here it gets a ton of space as well. And below this also, here is the spare wheel of the car. Yeah, the spare wheel of the car is below this. As you can see over there, the wheel is a bit of visible, and that's a smaller size unit, and it doesn't get any alloy as such. And over here are the buttons to close the tailgate of the car, and it also gets hands-free tailgate opening, which is very nice. the tailgate closes. And if you look all over the car, the design is quite nice, but the car is on the smaller side in comparison to its rivals. And whereas in the Indian market, people prefer the car of big size, so this is a bit of a miss from Volvo. Like for this money, the people in India buy the Fortuner just for the looks and the size of the car. So let's get to the seat of the car. Here's the rear seat. The rear door, the door handles get speakers over here, and it gets a velvet treatment over here. These are the door bins, and overall the materials and the quality of cable is just phenomenal. So here we have came to inside of the car, and if I tell you about the rear seat, the seats are placed quite low. Yeah, if you check this out, there's absolutely no under thigh support because the seats are quite low, but the legroom and kneeroom is quite decent, and but the under thigh support is quite a big problem at the back over here, and it feels extremely claustrophobic to be in, even with the sunroof, because the mirror windows are quite on the smaller side, and the window lip is also quite high, and the cabin is also all black, so it feels quite claustrophobic at back over here. And here are the seats are quite comfortable and supportive, but the under thigh support is a big issue, and the seats are also quite soft also. And here's a center armrest with twin cup holders in it, and the center passenger also gets a headrest with them. And over here are the twin air conditioning vents, which are extremely fine quality, and the quality of this and the tactile feel it gives is just phenomenal. And it also gets a small hump over here for the transfer case as such, so the center passenger wouldn't be that comfortable at all. And if we see over here, it gets a magazine holder along with scooped out seat, and over here are the lights and some hooks. And same is the case over here, some lights and hooks, but it doesn't get any handle at back over here, which is quite weird such. So let's get to the front seat of the car, because there are a ton of features to show you. But before that, let me tell you one very nice thing, like it gets a Sweden flag over here in the front seat of the car. And let me show you one more thing, it gets speakers at the back over here also, same is the case over there. So here's the front door of the car, and it gets silver sort of treatment over here, same as the previous Mercedes A-Class grille. And over here it says Harman Kardon, like it gets Harman Kardon audio system. And here are twin memory seats for the driver, and here are the window controls for the child lock, and this is for the outside rear view mirror, and these are for the car lock and unlock feature. And it again gets a velvet treatment over here, and the doorbells are extremely huge size. And let me show you over here, here are the seat controls, and it gets a 12 adjustable seat. In the way it is a 14 way, because it also gets under thigh adjustment for the seat, which is extremely nice. Let's see this. So let's keep it to the max. And over here, this button is to open the boot of the car, and this is for the intensity of the instrument cluster. And again, the air convents feel extremely premium. So let's get inside the car right away. So let's start with the interior part of the car. So firstly, you will notice this is the all digital instrument cluster of the car, and right now I can't turn on the car because we are inside a closed showroom. So it gets quite a lot of features, but right now I can show you very less of them only. Like it is showing media, phone, navigation. So I have to connect a mobile phone over here, then only it will activate the phone menu. And if you turn on the car, then it will activate the navigation menu. And on the left side it get a speedometer, and the right side gets a tachometer. That's all I can tell you about the instrument cluster right now. And if we see the steering wheel, it's same as other Volvo cars. It gets a leather wrapped steering wheel, and here's the Volvo logo, some chrome finish over here, and these are the control for the cruise control, as well as the screen over there. And this is for the collision warning ahead system, like you can set how much distance you have to keep from the front car. And these are also for the audio control as well as the instrument cluster. So the buttons are mixed all over, and the steering feels very premium and very nice to hold on to. And over here are the control for the wiper, it gets automatic wipers. And over here are the control for the headlamps, and it gets automatic headlamps, which is quite obvious thing for a car of this size and price. And here are some finish like that only. And over here, just check out the vents and the tactile feeling, and it's just phenomenal. And this is a Tesla type screen, which is Volvo's key feature, and this is a phenomenal screen to use. But there's only a gripe that even the air conditioning control are present in this screen, which is a bit of a tough task to use while driving the car. But overall, this is a phenomenal screen. Like, it gets lane keep assist and active bending lights and reduced guard and a ton of features. And even it gets collision avoidance warnings. And right, you can put the traction control into sports if you want. And here's the parking assist, and it says functions only in low speeds. And over here are other features like this Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, very obvious. And let's get to the trip data, and it's showing the preferences and how much the car is giving, the fuel economy and all. And overall, this is a phenomenal screen to use, and it's quite sleek. There's none of the lag as such, and it's quite sleek to use as well. And it gets a reverse parking camera, but that's not on right now because of the car is turned off. And over here it says sanitize, because we have to defeat the coronavirus, and the screen is off because of the power it consumes. It's quite a lot. And over here, this is the button for the hazard light, and this for the front and rear defoggers, and these are the control for the audio system. And this is for the drive modes. It gets 4 different drive mode. One is comfort, other is dynamic and eco, and as also a off-road mode, which is basically a rough road mode. And now over here it gets a wireless charging pad along with some storage over here, and it gets a 12-volt charging socket here along with a USB socket as well. And it gets some ambient lighting down over there also. And over here it gets some space to keep your key or hide something. And over here a twin cup holder, and this is the beautiful small gear lever. And here's the park button, so it says reverse, neutral and drive to park. And over here, this is the electronic parking brake along with the auto hold feature. And here are twin cup holders, as I told you before. And here is a dustbin, and here is the under armrest storage. It gets a ton of storage over here, and you can also remove the dustbin like this, which is very convenient as such. Just put it back, so you can put the stuff over here. And the armrests are also finished in leather. And let me show you the quality of the materials used is just phenomenal. It's soft touch plastic over here, again some soft touch material is finished. And over here it's against this Harman Kardon, which is phenomenal. And the audio system of this car is just phenomenal. Like, it gets a speaker down over there, a tweeter over here, a tweeter again over here, as well as a woofer over here. And same is the case at the back also. It gets a ton of speaker in it, and it sounds just phenomenally well. And it gets a tool receipt holder over here as well. And here's the inside rear view mirror, which is a frameless one. And over here are the controls for the lights as well as for the panoramic sunroof. It gets a massive panoramic sunroof, which is quite a nice touch and help to reduce the claustrophobic feeling a bit. And over here is the visor along with the light and a mirror. And same is the case over here, mirror. And on the top over here it gets twin mics, same as the case over here for your Bluetooth calling systems. And if we talk about the front seats, the seats are extremely comfortable. The headrest and the back support, the bolsterings, the under thigh support, the front seats are just phenomenally comfortable. Yeah, phenomenal is a bit of old world getting now, so we will use something like mind-bogglingly awesome. Yeah, the seats are mind-bogglingly awesome of this car. And it also gets height adjustable seat belt as well. So and let me show you some more things. Like down over here it gets twin pedals, and it also gets a proper dead pedal, and these pedals are finished in aluminum, which looks very cool. And let me show you some more things. Like, let's get out of the car for a bit. I can't show you much of the features of the car cause we are inside a pack showroom, and this is KNS Motor Raipur. And we can't turn on the car because in a closed environment it is not allowed to turn on the car right now. But I will show you the other features in another vlog after some times. So just look at the car, how phenomenal this looks. But because of the smaller size of the car, doesn't make quite a big success in the Indian car market, and the Fortuner is leading right now also, because of this humongous size and the presence that offers is just phenomenal. But this car is a very wonderful feature packed car, and overall quite a lot of value for money. But there's a bit of a issue I face in Volvo cars, is that all the Volvo cars have the duplicate and the same to same interiors, yeah, which is not that exclusive as such, because this car costing nearly 50 lakhs has the same interior as a car costing 1 crore over there. Yeah, that's a bit of a glare omission in the Volvo cars. So guys, this was Shubhadeep Banerjee today reviewing the Volvo XC40. Let's see you guys in another video really soon. Till then, bye bye and stay safe.